So we're not doing an inspiration anymore. So, hey, thanks for logging on into 20-sided night, everybody. I'm Lance, the GM for Starfinder. To my right, we have the beautiful and always affable Craig.
Hey, I'm Craig Craig Cleese. Sorry, my bad. The lovable mechanic trying to fix stuff all the time, right now, and every time.
Oh my god,
I'm a calligraphy enthusiast, and I love walks on the beach.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Evan. I play Baylor Corva, the goodly priest of Abadar and the hero of the group. I like money, but my stocks aren't doing too well, so might have to jump out a window.
All right, Mr. Krabs. Directly across from him, we have the lovely Dylan.
Yes, I'm Dylan, but I play Jonah.
Say it louder for the folks at home.
I am Jonah. I am a machinist android, which means I can deal with machines.
Everything.
And
Okay.
way to go, guys. Just pass it on to you then. Whatever.
All right, now we have the always lovely. Say your name to the folks at home.
Oh, my name is actually also Dylan.
What?
Anyway, I'm playing Lizard Murderface, the Vesk soldier, aspiring secretary, and as of last episode, maybe a relationship therapist.
What? Oh, yeah. Love it.
But not really, because I was getting donuts the whole time.
And
And
coffee.
to his right, we have.
And coffee.
To his right, we all have the smiling, the always tall dump truck. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm
describe
still
yourself?
playing triple deck or holodeck, and my wife was kidnapped, so I gotta find her if she's alive still.
Your wife blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was her.
You
That
were
was
married.
her.
Your wife got so famous.
That was a robot. It wasn't my wife.
Do you know what your wife looks like?
Yeah, I have a picture of her. On my phone.
That has all of Dwarf my contacts.
I am Dwarvar.
All right, everybody. So now the folks at home know who you are. What do you? Who wants to catch us all up?
I can.
All right. Go.
All right, so last time we were in the midst of battle in the middle of the park.
Okay.
Some people might call it a dog park. It was not actually a dog park.
I thought it was.
There was a dog, but the dog was not part of the dog park. It was just coincidental dog. So
It died.
that. There was an assassin android who tried to murder us in heavy fashion and was doing a pretty good job. Many grenades were thrown. Many grenades were soaked. Soaked by us.
That is correct.
We did not fare well against a single or two opponent team. However, we did come out victorious.
Yeah.
And we let one get away. So I guess not so good.
Yeah. Well, she fled. You all left with your lives. Unfortunately, there was
Oh, and this guy broke the cardinal rule of D&D and Starfinder.
That's it.
You don't ditch your team.
Yeah.
We needed the donuts.
You don't go on the solo adventures, man, and pretended to do something significant.
I tried.
All right,
It was
everybody.
a necessary mission. We broke our rule.
So you're all at this dog park, and there's one of the buildings has been perforated thoroughly with a blaster and small arms fire. The side of it is a screen with cinder and grenades, and you smell the charred corpse of Flavor that's being carried over the winds. The boss has arrived, and from its lizard murder face.
Yes.
What do you would see her speeder bike drifting, flying away.
He actually tried to tackle her. Like he actually participated in the last stages of combat.
Yeah, I'm saying all of you would see this, but I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Yes, you see her get on that bush, and the bush speeds away with thrusters behind it, carrying it off into the unknown skies of Absalom Station. as the sirens of Absalom Security aren't quite audible yet. What do you all decide to do?
Look, I ain't gonna spend more time in prison. I think we need to get
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
out of here.
Wait, is the bus still here?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you drove off almost immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
also,
oh.
I think he called the cops. So
Because you know he's just kind of like a bus driver.
Let's go then. I don't know what you guys were doing. But I got coffee and donuts. They're being delivered to the building, the Starfinder place.
Hey!
And
I gotta cut that out.
like, we should be good.
Christian Minecraft server. Christian Minecraft
How dare
server.
you?
because I know this is what I was doing last time, but what I did was I turned on that cool hollow mask game to make myself look like a different guy, like I don't know, like an Asian guy. And then I'm gonna use my because I have that Jash feat. I'm just gonna run to in the direction of the Starfinder society.
Okay, so Baylor Corver becomes Asian and runs away. Well, I'll just say everybody here gets one action or one thing to do before we start worrying about initiative or anything like that. So who's going after Baylor? You would generally know the direction.
Jonah
Go this way.
is
shouldn't
going
we?
as well.
Yeah,
I
I'm,
want to go to prison.
I'm gonna follow the rule of Pathfinder and stick with my team.
Yeah.
I am doing the same. And Karen is coming with me.
Yes, so we have a Baylor who becomes Asian, flies out and just bursts off, being followed in tow by you. You're being followed by a vending machine.
A tab machine.
Yes, a tab vending machine with ambulation about it, and then beautiful Sharon.
So there's that delicious smell of burnt dog in the air, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean,
What is a smoky flavor?
It is a very unique flavor.
Yeah. So you just.
I'm a Shuren, so I assume they like to eat dogs. There's no sirens yet, so I think I might have enough time to run over, take a bite out of the and scamper away to
No,
freedom.
gotta leave dental records.
Well, we haven't seen you, so we can keep.
I think he needs a survival check because, like, I mean, that's only flash burn.
You know,
I mean,
yeah,
how
give me
deep
both
how deep a
athletics
bite are
and
we
survival
talking?
check.
Might still be
Alright,
a little.
It's sort of like if a Hell's Angel was.
Oh.
Two.
All right, so you're not quick or spry about this. This is very noticeable to all of you here.
I'm like, I can't decide if I want to take a bite out of delicious dog meat or follow my comrades. I'm like,
Well, I mean, you already said you're making a break for flavor town. So.
yeah, just two.
I love it.
Survival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can survive the dog meat.
So you
It's cooked. What's the survival about it?
so you do find,
It's flash burned, man.
You do find
That cook doesn't go deep.
It's like if a Hell's Angel was to throw a piece of dynamite at pepper. That's how it'll go. But so you were able to find a haunch of it that is cooked enough to really both seal in the flavor, and then also you don't feel queasy or ill about this. Mainly, possibly because Sharon biology is very hardy. Who's to say? Yeah, who's to say? But you are able to, as you're all able to witness him rush over. Like, how do you do that? Do you just rush over and tear off a leg and bite it and start running?
Yeah, I'm like they start running off. I start shambling after them. Like, oh no, wait, the dog! And I rush after them. Two, and then I run over. I find the haunch. I grab it. And I look back. They're like long gone. I just stuff it in my mouth. And I just start running back
Back
at them.
to see if they were still there.
Oh, so they're not in sight.
Like, no, they can see you do that.
Okay, so then I'll just lazily shamble over and look for the thing, put it in my mouth, and then I assume they probably start running off by now, and I'd run off after them.
Okay, so I guess that's what we're going with.
It's delicious.
All right, so there are a few things that you all see. I would like a perception check from each of you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got a. Wait, what do we have for perception?
Perception. It should say what
Where is
skill
it
you.
at?
It should say what ability you add to it next to the skill.
Perception.
What is that?
Wisdom.
23.
Oh, come here.
Yeah, so whatever. Hey, what did I say about turning back, boy?
No, I was trying to move it closer so I
I
could
got
see.
a 14.
I can't tell that's a 3. That'd be an 8.
You know what?
3.
That is a 3.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, perception. I got a 12.
I got 15.
I got a 14.
I got an 8. I'm booking. I'm not looking back.
23.
I'm just.
Okay. So you and who got above a 15? 15 or above.
Yes.
Two of us.
So the two of you are able to see and hear the sounds of Absalom security sirens whiz by, and other people running from the direction that you are running from as well. Sort of like if they're like if I don't know, Harmon's blows up over there, the more people running from is like, oh, I guess I can't get bread today. That sort of thing going on. So people are fleeing in the same direction.
Oh, good.
And none of you are being chased down as of right now.
That's good. Well, that's what these two know. We probably didn't
Yes,
know this.
that's what these two know. With that info, we all heading directly toward Chiskasik.
Yep.
Because I feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I still that battle, the visual of all that cake, just and the party streamers just all thrown in the trash. It's still
Someone sighing, going,
it hurts my soul.
and just jump in the garbage can.
Okay. I love it. It isn't a far travel. You guys walking there because it's a far walk. It would be like if you were to walk to Haster Games on State Street. If you were to walk to Haster, there's also a bus that runs every 10
We should run
minutes.
to a safe distance and take some public transportation. Also, you want some of this dog meat?
Well, also with my jet dash, I move twice as fast. So
Still, it's like, hey, you can run twice. You can run as fast as Usain Bolt. You still gotta run to Haster Games on State.
Do they have those little scooters that you can rent, like with your with the app?
They do.
No.
I'm gonna get one of those.
Okay, they're razor scooters.
That's. I mean, it's better
Christian
than
Minecraft.
it's better than
Fine.
Scooties. Will Karen fit on one?
She cannot fit on her.
God damn.
I don't know. You get like 5 of them, and you you can push her slightly. Come on, Karen.
Alright, Karen and I, we're gonna call an Uber then.
Okay.
A space Uber.
So if you're gonna call a space Uber,
A spoober.
instead of waiting for the bus,
Spoober.
that's going to be 10 credits.
I guess can I estimate the time that it would take for the bus to get here and estimate the time that it would take for an Uber? Because when you go into the app, it tells you how long.
I've been in prison
yeah.
a while, but do I know anyone at Absalom Station?
You might be able to. I'll talk to you about that after this turn. So you are able to estimate the time. You'll probably get there maybe 5 to 10 minutes sooner. About 20 minutes sooner than whoever's taking public transportation.
Alright. If we're gonna take an Uber, does anyone want to squeeze in with us?
I mean, you got a vending machine in there.
Oh wait, Karen's big, so it's gonna cost 12 credits.
Yeah, because I have to do like the truck.
Yeah, it's gotta be like Uber.
Truck.
Uber heavy freight.
Also, I got this lawnmower I gotta bring along with me.
And I'll wait for the bus then.
Okay.
Yeah, Absalon security sucks.
Yeah.
I've never been here, so
Oh, well,
There's a full-on gang murder, and they're like, well, I guess we'll never be able to find it. Not in a
Like-
million years and a million clues.
Sir, there's a trail of blood. We'll never find it out.
Listen here.
I haven't been in a large city for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah, wait,
They were getting paid for that one, though.
Well,
I would assume.
No, I mean, we could probably do that whole thing where we if we robbed a bank, to shoot our names to the side of the building and say, "Here's us," and hand out business cards. No, but so after I run what I believe is a sufficient distance away, and also while I'm running, I'm gonna be casting a token spell on me, so to repair any of the damage that would, because I know I healed myself with magic, but bullets still would have hit the suit.
Yeah.
So, just so someone's like, why is your suit covered in bullet wounds and shrapnel? I'm gonna do that, and
New fashion trend.
once I feel like we're far enough distance, I'll wait at a bus stop, and then once everyone else catches up, I'm gonna do the same for them. So we won't show up to Chiskatik looking like we all survived a bomb.
Okay. Alrighty. So it doesn't take too long. There's surprisingly not a lot of people at the bus stop since there was, Harm's exploded. So the bus driver he stops. He tells you all the pricing. Something. Yeah, it'll be 3 credits.
I'm gonna go to the back of the bus.
Okay.
Alright.
Go back to the bus, freaking Vesk.
Whoa!
Hey-oh.
Did I hear that?
Roll for perception.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought that you did. I thought that you just told me my outfit's very nice today, and I'm just gonna thank you.
Oh, thank you. I try so hard. Love it. Okay, as you get to the back of the bus, are you all scattering to make the bus look more full? Do you all join him?
I now have to stay at the front of the bus.
You do, but you're honored bound to now sit in front of the bus.
I just sit wherever Baylor sits.
I think we should all sit together because we're such good friends.
I don't say I just hold on the
One
bell
person's
thing.
sitting in the back, one person's sitting in front, so what, you guys gonna sit single file together? I don't know.
Well, no, because he has him and Karen.
Yeah, true.
I know,
Oh
but
no,
you-
Karen's acting, remember?
Whenever I
Karen,
use-
she's a big old vending machine. She's loaded onto the bike rack. She's loaded onto the bike rack on the front of the bus.
I don't know. I'm gonna sit back with Lizard Murderface.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand with him because I figure, even in this day and age, it still has like the strap hold thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand.
Okay. On the back of the bus, the two of you do see some scrawlings on there. And in a language, what is the language that the two of you speak?
Common, Dwarven, Celestial.
I think just Basque and Common.
Okay.
I've Common, Solarian, and Besk.
Okay. You would recognize this to be a Vesk-like language, like you know how like it has the same script as Vesk. You know how like English and Spanish and other like the
Portuguese and Spanish, or
yeah, well they have the same like letters, but not the same. Like you know how there's the European style, the European writing, and then there's also like the Asian style, and then the African style of like like script. This is in Vesk script, but it's in a different language.
Can I comprehend it?
Give me a culture check.
Roll them.
What if I just take a picture of it and... Okay, no, I'll
Google
try
it.
it now. I'll try it.
Space Google.
No.
What is culture intelligence? Ooh, that's a 4.
Alright, I will allow you to use your proficiency bonus on this because you are a Vesk. I will allow you to use your
I can roll it with advantage.
yeah. No, I have +5. There's no advantage in there either.
Alright, so that's a 9.
Okay, on a 9, you're able to make out that it is basically Vesk. It's a Vesk-like language, and basically they just tagged the bus. Like
I knew you were gonna say that.
like somebody just went, Chapo was here on the back. Chapo. You know, how, like if you go into the front runner, there's that thing that says Chapo was here.
Mm-hmm.
It's that.
Cool.
I guess you're not hip to the now. It's all right.
I haven't. Well, I was
So you're a
I was
social
stuck on that
environment,
planet. I was stuck on that planet for years. So like,
Oh, is
So
that
what's to say?
I
is
haven't
that what she
even-
was saying to me?
I haven't even like spoke to another Vesk in a long time.
Yeah. So again, who's to say? You know.
All right.
Okay, so the bus it does trail off. They do pick up a few others along the way. A very confused-looking family of Shurians, two hosts and a female Shurian, as well as a female Shurian child, and one human man with like a green makeup across his face. And he's wearing like a leather suit. Who knows why he's wearing this? He sits on the seats next to you in front of the bus. He sort of keeps looking over his shoulder.
I'm gonna make a cult check and see why he's wearing a leather suit. Like,
Try to find out what kind of leather it is.
so,
Maybe
so I
it's
rolled a
human
19 plus, so 29 for culture.
Okay.
Are we talking biker leather, or are we saying like a business suit made of leather?
It is a business.
That's what I was thinking, and that's why I was like, why?
Like, are we talking like a sports jacket?
No, it's like you went to Men's Warehouse. This, but in leather.
But in
it
silky
tight leather?
suede.
Does he have like tight leather pants?
The pants are kind of.
Shiny shit, dude.
Pants
Shiny
suck.
shit.
Christian Minecraft.
No, hang on.
Sorry.
The pants are a very dark matte leather, very kind of baggy and loose. The jacket is tight.
Oh,
Yeah. And the shirt, also made of leather, is like sort of. It's sort of drooping out of it, as if you were to grab a handful of salami, like on both ends, on the bottom and the top. That's just how the shirt looks, sort of like billowing out of it.
So
He's clearly wearing a wig.
What?
He's wearing like a wig, but what seems like almost. He's wearing a wig, but beneath that, almost Hulk Hogan style, very silky blonde hair,
Oh my god.
and a wedding ring.
I want What are my 29 culture check? What's all this?
Did you know that there is a planet? That there's a series of planets on the far outskirts of the packed worlds where this is considered to be the highest of fashion. And you do know that there's one other fashion accoutrement that goes with this. Let's say costume.
I don't know. I don't know what any of that's all about. But I'm
He's looking over like at him.
Yeah. And I sort of like adjust my tie because I'm wearing like an actual suit. Like I know I'm wearing like a body armor over it.
Yeah.
But still, wait, I'm a classy guy here, so I sort of straighten my tie, and if it's ever looking back, I kind of go like,
Okay.
like this is what a suit looks like, not like like out of cloth, not like an insane person would
Oh,
wear.
and he also has like a duffel bag with him.
No, I mean I kind of like when he's looking back because I'm sitting right next to Lizard. I'm just gonna sort of be like.
I mean, he does almost the same thing to you. Like he takes out he shows you his wedding bracelet, and he's just like doing this to it with you. You know it's very fancy. Very fancy.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like tacky.
It ain't bad.
I think he's hitting on
I'm sort of showing off like the rest of my. I'm like, oh,
I like
nice
that
top.
you and his other business.
you. So while this is happening,
Let's have the suit off. Give me a performance check on his suit off, boy.
so while this is happening, how close to our stop
Alright,
are
so
we
that's-
getting?
You are 3
6
stops away. You're very
plus-
close.
Alright.
So Lance, here's the thing. So I have a plus 10 in profession to and that's for corporate professional stuff. Can I add that bonus?
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be a 16.
Okay. It is a draw. So he stands up and he swaggers over to you. His shoulders to the back, his duffel bag is in hand, and he sort of puts it like while the bus is moving.
Yeah.
He's sort of very relaxed. And drops the duffel bag. It falls and makes a soft thud to his side. He stands over you all stand together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Except for
stands
him.
over all of you and he sort of leans against the railing here. He gives you a quick glance like this, like a wink and a point, and he turns to the vest.
I'm gonna say, sorry, sir, I don't have any credits. Because
Well, then
he looks kind of.
Well, then I suppose that business here is done. That's a mighty
He
fine
looks-
suit.
Because he
Let me
looks homeless to
understand.
me.
Abaddon, correct?
Yes.
Let me tell you, are you happy there? Good, sir?
Of course,
He's sort of adjusting his wedding band. He's loosening it.
there's no better company than working for the Divine.
Oh, yes, the divine is all well and good, but how's the lining your pockets there?
Listen, I'm doing, my pockets are well, but also my soul is well. I'm not rich in not only materials, but also spiritually rich.
Well, I'm not trying to turn you away from your goodly God. I, as a worshiper of wealth itself, does appreciate Abadar and the glory that he does. And he gives you a traditional Abadar sort of hand wave. Now, it would be a benefit to both of us if we could tip the scales of commerce. Do you have time to talk?
How much? Like I have as much time until my stop gets here.
1 stop is gone, you're 2 stops away. While this conversation is happening, are any of you doing anything at all?
I just don't think this is a homeless man like talking to us.
That's like a gotcha.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna put like a credit in his duffel bag. It's like here you go, sir.
Okay.
God bless.
Are you trying to stealth it or are you still like give it to
No, I'm like here's your
Okay.
credit, dude.
He looks at you. He doesn't he just sort of looks at you. Well, thank you for your generosity, and then he continues his conversation.
Nope.
As long as you give like a rich guy $1.
Yeah.
I'm rich.
I don't know that he's a rich guy. He looks like a homeless guy to me.
He just sort of says thank you for your generosity, and then he turns.
Yeah.
But so what's up?
Can I do anything about like my missing health or anything like that?
Oh, I can heal you.
I would say you can take the accent. But riding this bus ride would take the amount of time as a short rest. Since you're not doing anything, I would say you can also take a short rest right now. Is there anything that you're doing there, DT? Dump truck.
Are the other Sharon's interested in my dog meat at all?
Oh, you have it with you?
He brought it with him, yeah. He picked up the whole
I
dog.
haven't had much time to eat the whole thing, so I've been like just eating. It's probably like
Wait,
half a dog hunch.
Oh my
Oh, it's a
They're looking at you as like they're not salad, like a dog meat, and rubbing their mating arms together.
Yeah.
But it's like if I were to have a hot dog on a train, as I am wont to do, you know, like, and then there was like another me looking over, like it was hot dog, nice.
Alright.
Just eating dog, I'm like,
So Sharon do like dog meat. All right, good.
they're not like salivating, but they're also not like admonishing you.
Cool. I knew I was a normal Sharon.
You sure are.
You sure in?
Dill pickle. Is there anything you're doing?
Since we kind of got away from not being like super murdered in the way of bombs or just grenades, I'm still thinking like we're not out of the technical woods yet. So I'm gonna make a perception check to see if anyone's like following us, because there's a bunch of people running. You don't know if those civilians are pretending to be super secret.
Especially the little
Then
girl.
I'm gonna want perception and I'm gonna want perception and culture, please.
Okay, here's the culture and perception.
12 and 20.
Nice.
So what was the culture?
12.
12. So 16.
Alright, and the other one was a 20.
20?
So you're fairly able to see all the cars that are whizzing. The cars, aerial, like sub-atmospheric aerial devices, and other things that are like the drones that are skidding by. There's nothing really that's following you super close. You are able to see that there are a few roads that are being blocked off, but other than that, there's nothing much. You are able to know. One thing you were able to notice is there was a Vesk on the corner who is sort of culture was at 12.
That was a net 20.
The 20.
The 20 was perception.
The 20 was perception,
Oh.
and for me that's a 25. But my culture was 16.
Okay, so he's just casually speaking with a dwarf.
Okay,
But they just sort of stuff because you don't see too. Last time you saw a dwarf, but you don't see too many dwarves these days.
I mean, especially since the
You know what always happens every time we go to a train station.
yeah. It seems like every time a dwarf just goes to meet other people, they just get murdered.
But so yeah, you don't. But that's just what we just say. Oh, hey, dwarf. Like I was like.
So I don't get that
That's
nervous
what
vibe like, we're still being followed by Section 13 or whatever.
Yeah, no, things seem safe enough.
Cool.
All right, but you're one step like after the end of this next round of actions. Were you gonna do anything?
I was doing my short rest, but
Like the turnaround itself, like the bus ride itself is a short rest, so you can do other things as long as you're not like be doing squats or training.
that's exactly what I want to do.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna just kind of like listen in because this guy's close to me.
Yeah,
Like
he's
I
like-
guess it goes me, him, and then
Yeah,
Baylor.
he's basically resting against the post that like you're
Right.
like that.
So I'm just gonna kind of listen in on the conversation,
Okay.
but nonchalantly.
Okay.
Chalantly.
So do I need to do like a sleight of hand or
You can
stealth or?
stealth, yeah.
Okay.
It won't be difficult.
So I'm trying not to like look like I'm listening in, but kind of really not stealthy. 12.
So you're like-
you're not like
I'm not like
you're not doing that. You're not arching your head back and thing. You're just.
he got the Hulk Hogan reference.
I got it. I didn't like it, but I got it. Yeah, you're just you're listening in. It's fine. He doesn't seem to notice you. As you look over at him a few times, he doesn't seem to notice you. You do see that in his leather suit, he is sweating quite a bit. As you can see, like moisture dripping down from the.
Oh my god.
It's dripping. He's in an all leather suit, leather shirt, carrying around
on a crowded bus.
on a crowded bus, carrying around very hairy. Knives. So yeah, sweating up a storm.
Also a wig.
Oh, yeah.
It's sweaty.
Also
Those
wearing a
are
wig.
hot.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically like, oh, do you want to turn away from Abaddon?
No, he said
Yeah.
that he doesn't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wanted you to join on some sort of joint venture.
Now I do understand that Abadar Corp is they can use a boost in revenue. Is that right?
The tide ebbs and flows, but the ocean is always there.
But it's ebbing, is it not? Right now.
For now, yes.
Now this I've been watching the news lately. He does this. He does this. Have everyone watched the news lately?
I've been out of the loop for a while. Just getting back into civilized lands.
Well, there are a few peculiarities that I'm sure could assist certain benefits of translucid are a bane to Abadar Corp, as well as this mystery of the ownership of the Drift Rock. You know, the Asiron capture. You know, the thing that Astral Extraction and one mining company Alright, I guess we're going at this a different way. I believe our business here is concluded, but Abadar will be with you, and he quickly shows you his credit stick as a sort of, again, Abadar way of saying goodbye. Dylan, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna make another perception check, because you never know, you could always miss that one.
Perception check, what are you looking for?
Stop.
What was that?
I don't know, what is
What
it?
was on there?
It's a 9.
Oh, it's a 9.
14. Again, still, even though I think my first time, I'm a little paranoid. I mean, we just escaped from almost death by super nuke and assassin droid, monstrosity, whatever. So I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be fine until we get to home safe base. Right now, in a bus, we're like a duck in the pond, easy to hit.
One thing you do see on like the various holo screens that are showing up on the sides of buildings, typically this only happens when there's big news about, but there are newscasts sort of showing in and showing the dog park. It's showing a series of suspicious individuals that all meet about the same, how can I put this? It shows a very grainy video. I think of a CCTV video of this, and it also does show the speeding bush vehicle as it goes away, and it was able to get a signifier on its like a part of its basically part of its license plate as it speeds off. If you do want to write it down, you definitely can.
Yeah,
and you do have a suspected model as well. It is CX7.
Okay. And that's the model of the person that tried to get away.
Yeah. And the model, it is a gray Starhawk model. Starhawk.
Hawk. Okay.
The one that's like a little bit less cool than an eagle.
Okay.
It's a gray Starhawk, and it is a racer class.
Racer.
Yes. And so a lot of the suspects are unnamed. The person of most interest is a Shireen, who seems to be the ringleader.
Does it sound like we've been going for a dog?
Yeah, it shows that. Because there wasn't an explosion, so again, she walked over, and then there was an explosion. Was there anything else you were checking for?
Just making sure we're not being tracked or followed, because if someone is following us, they don't have to go into the same building. They just have to know where we're at. Yeah. And then just kind of stake us out later.
They're not following you. You're not being followed. You know that much for sure. But you do know that there are updates that are happening. There is an investigation, and Absalom Security is they're not closing in, but they're getting more clues as time goes by.
I mean, I don't.
And the Shirin, but the Shirin is becoming a person of interest. There's an unknown Vesk whose description doesn't seem to match any records, as well as just looks like a man who's also not really well known. They're suspected to be armed and dangerous. And there's also a miniature investigation of who would blow up a dog. What kind of monsters?
And I'm unknowingly just eating the dog punch.
There's video of him going.
That is why you're being investigated. Is because
it's my dog.
You're the ringleader. You blew up. They only see that you blew up a dog.
You know the news. They're not going to show that you brought the dog. They're just going to show that you scavenged the dog.
It's my dog. I can eat it if I want.
The news show was this. You blew up a dog, You got into a small arms fight against somebody, flew away on some bramble, and then you went back and ate the dog.
It's going to waste if you don't eat it.
Okay. And so is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I do.
And now we're moving over to. I have to be able to call myself today.
LMF.
Lizard Murderfish?
Well, I mean, like, your
I've always
name.
been. Oh, Jack Ryan.
Alright, Jack Ryan, what are you doing?
Jack Reacher.
Oh no.
The only thing that I want to do is have Karen do another one of her checks
Oh,
from
okay.
last session.
Outside. in
If
front
you
of the-
remember
No, I definitely
what
do.
the check that she was trying to make.
Absolutely. Give me a
secret
computer
stuff.
check.
She got a 17.
Okay. So she's able. You two are still able to communicate. Just basically, if you were in a bus and I wasn't in a bus and you called me, it's windy, but you're able to sort of get. Yes, there has been a breakthrough with breaking through the main firewalls, and I am able to perform certain diagnostics, if you will. And she gives you almost like a robot. She gives you like a robotic tackle.
I'm gonna do
I like how Karen's getting this like new
and
personality.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, look at him moving.
Being able to walk around has certainly changed Karen.
I feel certain activities will be available in about a week's time.
I'm trying to do Karen's laugh.
Okay. As you're trying to Karen's laugh, she's also trying to meet it. She's going down in pitch and then going up to try to sort of.
This is truly an insanity bus.
Okay. Anything else you're checking out for, or?
You got sweaty Hulk Hogan talking sales in the front.
Oh, the
and
Shireen's, they have
Machine Karen laughing in the back.
Giant lizard going.
So we're like
got
probably
Skynet
about
all over
half
the
a
place.
stop away, right?
Yeah, it's basically, as soon as we're done with this rotation, we'll be done.
I guess I'm just gonna gather my belongings and start to head toward the front.
Okay, I like it. And so is there anything that, you,
Illustrious.
it's the
Beautiful.
the one that just ate a dog. I was
The-
thinking about.
The triple decked
I'm not
holodeck.
blaming
It's the
you,
only
dog.
way to say
Dog
goodbye to
is
flavor.
Holy, it did smell very good.
There.
I do the same to my wife too if I can find her. Oh my god.
Well, I really don't want to run again with that, so what are you doing?
And with that, our session is over. Good
That's
job,
it,
everyone.
everyone. 25 nights over. Bye.
No, we're actually in the channel completely.
The comedy is
It
over.
was,
No, it's no
And space
it
cannibals.
was real. It was fun.
joke. No joke. You gotta get off the bus in time. I'm walking up with him to get off the bus.
Yeah.
Things just don't stop. You gotta go.
And what are you doing?
Look at that sweaty dude in front of my face
Okay.
selling merkins.
Oh, I forgot to wink and point at Crane because he complimented my outfit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
What's funny is I can speak his language and I refuse to.
You're not worthy of it. I love it.
Let's see here. I'm gonna check it with my AI.
Okay.
We're gonna like, I don't know, just do a quick check on the internet to see if I can find if any of my friends are still active on Absalom.
Okay. Give me a computers check and then also a culture check.
All right.
You mean you're the same one?
Computers is, well, where's computers? 22,
Okay, great.
and the culture is 18.
Perfect. So with your computers check, you are able to find a few different websites, just like very esoteric social media pages. Let's say things like, I don't know, Gap and things like that. And so you're able to find a few accounts.
Like Gap the store?
No.
I don't know what you mean.
Like Gap isn't like there's a thing called like it's called Gap because it's there's this thing in Starfinder called the Gap where it was
Oh,
like
okay.
when all knowledge and memory was like of whatever happened before was lost.
Gotcha.
It's like a weird amount of time and space.
Right.
Yeah, basically
Sorry.
Everyone in the universe got amnesia at once.
Yeah.
Like a big EMP.
Or soap opera.
Yeah, I don't want to bring Subway. Yeah.
It's the Aboleth's one.
Oh, that could also be internet.
Oh.
I'm not going to diagnose it today.
Alright. But yes, you're able to find a social media outlet called Gap. And I'm sorry, called Gab. And and so you do find a few hints of names to some of your group. You know that there is a group called the Downside Kings that a lot of them have turned to.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to kill the things.
Downside Kings?
Yes.
I've already killed a few.
Now, you'd realize I wasn't a criminal before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
These guys sound like,
Criminals.
Well, that's like I want to say
like Crips and Bloods.
that's like 3 of them have turned to.
Okay.
And like they're, you know how like if somebody's wearing a lot of red and they're real flashy about it, you'd probably be able to guess that.
Mama.
There's one of them who just kind of works at a bank.
Like Space Bloods.
Yeah. There's one who just kind of works at a bank.
Was
Okay.
Mama Fats Downside Kings or 21st Crew?
20.
21st. Yeah. And they were like the ones who were like, yeah, we're kind of bad, but we do a lot of good for the community too. We own this whole thing.
Just like the Crips.
I mean, they defend more or less the neighborhood community.
Oh, you mean like a gang?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a bake sale and a raffle and they push crack.
You got their own thing.
Wait, wasn't that last in the CIA's job?
You mean Space Age, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so yes, that's
you
what you're
keep
able to,
forgetting. Everything
Alright.
here is space.
Let's see. So, this is the first time the AI has like experienced the space net that have allowed her to. Does she have any like reaction to that, or?
She's just sort of mumbling at the extreme amount of information. So yes, but that's what you're able to find. A few of them have turned to a life of crime. One of them works at a bank,
Right.
Olustro, and then 2 of them work together actually at a place called that you've heard a few times before, Translucid. From your internet, and this is what your current culture would give you. It is a starship, and it's a starship engine company. They deal with both engineering and just the engineering and distribution of it. It's basically like they work at Kroger's, or
Honeywell?
they work at Boeing essentially, but not like as high tier as Boeing, since there are so many different Boeings
Right.
in Starfinder. But yeah, that's what you're able to find, and your AI is still just sort of just really absorbing as much as new information as you can.
She did she find anyone that's like nearby that we like could reach out to or contact?
The office of Translucid that they do work on, it is on the 3rd level of Absalom Station, and it's not too far from here. It's basically like from driving from here to Park City. So
Okay.
it's kind of far, but it's not really.
Okay. And we're headed to
The Starfinder site to talk to Chiskadek.
Yes, and they're on the spot.
Starfinder Society.
And the salesman has sort of left. He's gotten your hint. He's packed up, and he's still sitting on the bus.
Well, as he's walking away from me, I'm going to use token spell to clean all the sweat off him. I'm like, oh, you got a little something. And then all the sweat is gone.
He looks over, and he gives you a sort of very. He still has to upkeep his personality of a salesman, but he does say, "I wish you would have done that."
I mean, I can.
Make him look sweatier.
I wish you would have done that. And he sort of sits back down,
He's gonna snap.
physically agitated at you. It's almost like say if like a lady was wearing like makeup, you know? And you're like, oh hey, let me also, sort of thing. But like it's at work, so she can't like hit you. So it's that sort of thing.
You're getting sweat over Crane.
I mean, it wasn't on him.
Yeah, it's gross.
Again, that is the reaction to what you just said. So he just did.
Yeah.
He wasn't leaning over me, by the way.
Oh.
He was just
Yeah, he wasn't
leaning
being, like-
on like the
He
pole.
wasn't being like just kind of like.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
But I certainly
thought it was,
would have like moved
I thought
my
it was
feet
dripping
away.
on him. Then,
Oh.
then I won't do that. Yeah, because never mind.
Were you trying to
You
just
did
clean
what
sweat
you-
off of
you did
me,
what you
or?
did.
Yeah, because I
Since
thought.
your perception was all the way on
gotcha.
him anyway, you've done what you've done.
All right.
Time's
And so your stop happens. It opens up, and you do see the Starfinder Society. Their buildings and main plazas are a short walk away.
All right. Get off the bus.
You just get off the bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look left, which is actually right. right,
Okay.
which is actually left. I'm just gonna check, just make sure no one's gonna run me over, and then step out of the bus.
Okay.
Can't be too careful.
I'm also gonna look both ways before crossing the street, because because Ian's like, look both ways, Jonah, or you're gonna get hit by a hover car. Couldn't they just hover over me? It could, but just look both ways, you dummy.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
And Jack, is there anything that wasn't Murphy's gonna do?
I mean, really just take Karen out of the ski, off of the bike rack.
The bus driver, he gets off the bus and he helps you, like,
Aw,
that sort of thing. And then he gets back on, like, sort of not in like a hurry, but
I love how none of us helped you with that.
Is he sweaty?
no,
No, he's
he's not sweating. I'm like beads of sweat on. You've already done your thing. Beads of sweat like on him, but
No, I swear he's the guy.
yeah. And so he just okay. Is that all you do? And is there anything
I'm
else?
panically checking rooftops for more assassins because the city's full of assassins apparently.
But you all of you are disembarking the bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna wave to the bus driver.
He says this in the way that you can all. The salesman says this in a way that you can all hear it. And to the bus driver, says, they meant to say thank you, by the way. He looks at each of you as the bus doors close and the bus crawls along back to its lonely roots.
Oh no, we forgot to thank the bus driver.
I did.
You didn't. You asked
No,
me.
he said.
I also said thank you.
All right, well you did, so you're a cutie.
Is this a thing that I'm
It's a
supposed to
meme.
know? Oh, okay.
He
I
was
can't believe we
helping
forgot about a
me.
meme.
Oh my god,
man.
everything's a
How
meme
dare,
these days.
how dare you, Craig? Thank the bus driver as if they're your new idol and god.
They get paid? My taxes pay their payees.
Hey, thanks.
Payees? What?
Hey, thanks.
I don't know what that I don't know what I was trying to say, but apparently I didn't successfully say it, so I'm just gonna let it be there.
You said that your tax dollars pay the bus drivers.
Payees.
And then you said
But I-
paybees.
I don't know what a payee is.
Like you're paying
Maybe it's like a paycheck that's like really small, so it's not like a paycheck, it's a payee.
Oh.
like in monetary solutions, like it's like a tiny one. Like a big check.
Normal, like publisher clearinghouse, normal paycheck, payee.
Baby. Post-it note. We're moving on. I'm sorry.
For your papers, you need to pay them.
All right, we're moving on.
Meme
So,
that internet.
You all know the way to the Starfinder building, or into this building, into Chisk's office. You're greeted once again by you are greeted once again by the same door lady who met you all last time, Miss Joss, and she waves to you. Do you have an appointment?
Hey, Josh, yeah, we're here to see Chiskathick.
No, just a moment, please. She waits.
Right, thank you. And I sit down and sort of go like this.
She's Chiskathick, sir. There's 6 visitors. I'm sorry, 6 heavily armed visitors waiting for you. There's a quick muttering. Oh yes, 6 heavily armed visitors. I kind of changed back here. There's 6 heavily armed visitors and a vending machine.
Vending machine.
And there's a small utterance of words that's unheard unless you all decide to make a point to listen into it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got percent. What's it?
It's a perception.
So 25.
Okay.
19.
Okay. The whispers are what kind of vending machine? And she whispers back. Tab.
I'm like, I go to Karen's like, Karen,
Karen,
I got
Daddy needs juice.
Daddy. I'm in the tab. Give it
How
to
dare you
me.
talk about it but not give it freely. Cad. Dare you.
Like the Satan of Tab.
Don't know. But so yes, that's what's uttered. Back. A few minutes pass. Nothing really eventful happens. and Chiskathic descends. Hello everybody. It's great to see you. Hello everybody, it's great to see you all again.
Hey, Chiskathic, sorry.
You have no reason for apology.
No, I do. I feel so bad.
If you would all like, and he sort of he sits in like the outside room with you. He's not like, come to the office, guys. Good to see y'all again. Since you're a Shirin, you would know this. It's not the Shirin way to be overtly, too emotional about things, too outwardly. But if you are upset, to be as direct as possible.
I've never met this person before. Can you
You have
describe
not.
them?
Yeah, this
Yes.
us three have done
Just-
Beautiful host you've ever seen.
Chiskathic, he is a Shirin host. He has a long adornment across his head of many different, I don't want to say bips and bobbles, but it's like a jewelry headdress. He has long. He has two long antennae and short, stubby mandible for a Shirin. His eyes, they're not the most brilliant, but they do have multi colors to them. And his they're like they're a range of browns and purples, and around them they're greens, almost as like the scale their colors themselves, which isn't outside of Shireen's to do. Sort of like how both guys and sometimes both girls and sometimes guys wear earrings or glasses.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
No way.
And he has two long, antennas, like a mustache.
Us.
Oh, also, did the coffee and donuts get here on time? Because, that was an entire quest.
Yeah.
And I even paid them extra.
They did. I thank you, and you will be compensated.
Do you have the receipt?
I mean, can I have some?
He points over to a small table that looks like it's in a common area. If that is what you want.
That's what I want.
And he follows you all. Now there is someone who requested your assistance. So, and he hands you all a black envelope, like a black envelope.
Okay.
Being from Eox, you recognize the handwriting is Eoxin. But and you see he's just gonna be very abruptly quiets himself to listen in to what each of you are saying.
Thanks.
So I'll grab the packet and
Okay.
flip her open.
Okay. What language do you speak?
Not that.
Okay. So you look at it and it's like, oh, German.
Wow. This is really good.
It's as black as the empty void of space, and looking into the middle part of a black hole, and the letterings of it are a starry gold color.
Would I know this from my schooling as to what language it is, or?
You know it's Eoxid.
Okay.
So,
Does anyone speak Eoxin or read Eoxin? Let me hand this to you.
Thanks.
The name on the front of the letter says to the office of Gravlisk Nor.
Oh, I'm reading it out loud.
Okay. And it reads, you have done well in your investigations into the unfortunate and untimely demise of Dorvar and of bringing those responsible to justice. I feel that your services as mediators could be used again to the betterment and to the easing of this conflict of the ship the Acheron and the Drift Rock. If you would please meet me at the Eox what's it called? Embassy. That would be much appreciated. I wish to see you all soon. And it says, give us a Nor. Ambassador to Eox.
How you spell that?
Yeah, that's how I'm saying it. GEVALARSK NOR is the last name, by the way.
So Gevlars.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're walking onto a sovereign Eoxian soil.
Oh no.
Is there a problem with
And,
that?
and he typically, this is the time where Chismic would say something, very sprightly and uncomfortable. But he doesn't have his arms crossed, but he's just sort of sitting there, waiting for you all to approach him again.
Yeah.
It's not an insult, it's mainly a sign of since Shireen's they're very open and they very much adore having the opportunity to have options and experiences and things like that. Somebody who just completely is just very curt and direct. They're not insulting you, but it's a clear sign of being upset. He's not mad, he's more disappointed.
Don't worry, he'll get over after his next health cycle.
Okay? It's like a mad lady.
I give him that kind of look to Baylor.
So, just think, what do you think we should do in this situation?
I recommend seeing what the Eoxen ambassador would want. Truly, if he does wish to mediate and ease this tension that has caused upspurts of other crime around the Absalom station, it would be good to at least hear him out. As you are all well aware, the planet of Eox, it is a full member of the Pact worlds, of the Pact, and it would be good to get on the better side of an ambassador, especially since you are newer and causes members of the Starfinder Society.
We should probably lay low for a few days, though, right, Baylor?
Should we? But I don't know if we should walk on a sovereign Eoxian soil.
I mean, I can, but you probably can't.
Well,
The invitation was open.
So, based on
We can send the new people. They don't have no relation to Eox. Just whatever you do, don't point guns at them. Don't accept any requests.
Yeah, don't pull a gun out of the Eoxian airport.
Well, we'd put a gun in the airport. What kind
That's all foolish is to point a gun in the airport.
Well, clearly that android had to have his database updated.
Yeah.
Wait, which android are you talking about?
Allah.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, you mean that ornament now? That poor, innocent
Yeah.
ornament?
So I say, just think, since you're better at this kind of thing than us, if there was some sort of, let's say, hypothetically, some trouble that someone ran into on Eoxian soil and they got an invitation like this, would we be free to leave, or would they trap and bamboozle us and turn us into undead constructs?
Well, I have known only secondarily of the Ambassador Nor, but they would not use such a high-ranking official to spring a trap like this. I suggest at least hearing out and definitely considering his request. It may help ease any punishments from Eox crimes. Did you get his reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Maybe in a few days. We should also probably lay low here. Get the apartment or something.
Yeah, is there like somewhere we can stay here?
Oh, yeah,
That's
by the-
what I was looking
The
into.
Moon Sleep Inn is still available.
By the way, Dorvar's dog has passed.
We don't know where his
He's
remains
just
are.
staring.
It's been.
Why did you have Dwarvar's dog?
I thought it was what I. That's not
Could
the
this be
point.
connected to, and he trailed off.
Yeah, you're probably right with whatever you're thinking about. Anyways, I have to save Dorvar's wife. I think she's in danger.
She left with her college companion.
College boyfriend, or like what do you
No.
mean by companion?
College roommate?
I haven't heard of this one before, but apparently they knew each other well in their scholastic days. And she shows it. I have this, and she shows a picture.
Does it look like the bounty hunter?
Yep.
Oh no, she's friends with bounty hunters. She's the leader of the bounty hunter organization.
She just left about a few days before your arrival.
Hey, so
I didn't hear about her friend until a few days, but I keep out of their affairs for the most part, especially want to give her space for now.
Should we tell him?
let's eat this first pie before we start eating other pies. You know, I know I'm kind of a fat guy, but one pie at a time, Paul. That's my policy. And I know I'm bad at sticking at it, but let's start trying to stick to that policy of one pie at a time. Pie. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably refresh our. How long ago did this letter get here? Because I don't want to keep the ambassador waiting too long, but
Oddly enough, around the same time, now more than an hour ago.
Oh my god.
Christian Minecraft, sir.
Yeah, dude, come on, he has to edit this. And I've been cursed all day.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But
Wait,
I say, well, let's. It's been a long day. That meeting with his that we had to attend to for Triple Decker was
It was
exhausting. Yeah, I think we'll sleep this one off, and we'll meet them again. Just like, I'm so sorry. Like,
Well, and sort of, his tone brightens a little bit as he expresses apologies.
Yeah, like, please.
He's not one to hold a grudge. But there was still the standing reservation from your friend at the Moon Sleep Inn.
Oh, which friend was that?
the shirtless guy with the tattoos.
Oh yeah, the one who was just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, so you remember him.
Wait, how does Chiskithik remember? He wasn't even there for
Oh,
any
yeah,
of that.
you weren't there.
No, Chiskithik wasn't.
No, it's because he said I'm going to pass him for so long.
Oh, okay. Because I was really confused. It's like, how is
Look,
Chiskithik?
everybody knows this guy.
Moon-
Everybody wants to know.
Moon control.
Anytime they look at the audience from movie, just him.
It's just,
Just saying, good night, everybody.
you know, Eox is hacking us.
Oh, no.
Serious.
Oh yeah, him. We should definitely go see him again. These three need to meet him. He's like super great. You guys would love him.
I think you're in love with him.
You're not.
No.
Hey, you actually failed that check. You
You think he's
Wait,
cute?
did
we
it.
have something
Shut
to,
up.
We also have something to do tonight.
What?
I don't know. What did you want to do tonight?
Ooh. I don't remember.
I also did get the
What are you
face
talking
candle.
about?
What are you?
Oh, did I show you?
No.
Did I show them the selfie that I took with the guy on the
Oh, the
bus?
kid.
No, you have not.
No, you did not.
Alright, well, I'm gonna show them all the selfie of the kid on the bus. Tell them how
Who's
cool
that?
he was.
You could say
how,
we've met this guy too.
No, actually, not only his character did, but his character died.
Yeah.
Well, his first
He invited us to his house tonight.
That's weird.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if I'm ready for more strangers.
yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not saying yes, but if we do meet this kid, you can't adopt him. You can't just go to every person who's missing someone in their life and say, "I'm your new husband" or "Dad."
I had to in this case. Don't listen to this Chiskithik. I had to in this case. Throw or die around for.
All right. Listen.
And now Flavor's dead, and now my wife's a marauding marauder.
Yeah, well,
I can still call her your wife.
So, as he shows them the picture of the kid, does
Does anyone recognize the kid?
does Zach's skull vibrate with fear? Like,
This is some check.
misses him. That's
you're first. No,
No, what check is it? No, right there. Joy misses him.
10.
just 10 then. Then again, this would be more of a Zach, maybe more of a him thing because he's still holding to the skull.
Are you checking with this?
I wouldn't notice unless the skull was vibrating on me.
Like just seeing that picture of the.
It's not, but you do get a strange feeling of
No!
You get a strange feeling of like, you know how when you're outside, you're like, should I go there or there? You know, like the wind kind of hits you weird, and like you're more looking for omens. That feeling is sort of pushing you in the way of, oh God, no!
Almost as if you can like hear, no, oh God, no.
As if our dear dead friend Zach is trying to.
I'll absent-mindedly take the bone from Flavor and just like put it in the eye socket.
So in the most spiritual mouth with Zach, there's a dog like, ah!
So
Oh,
you're
dog.
like almost a full pirate now because you have one. You have like a skull and you have one long bone behind it.
She's just
one more.
collecting
You're
the bones.
There's
of
probably
all of
my
it.
some meat still on there.
One more poof of beard.
yeah. One more. You're just gonna like your eyes gonna fall out. And you're just gonna pull an eye patch out.
I mean, I expect you to keep my bone when I dies.
Is that a? Is that a Shireen
Don't you just have a husk?
Or is that a Shireen thing or an
This is
Eox
the
thing?
same thing. He's just
Wait,
an
I was
Eox
gonna,
thing.
yeah, I was gonna say, is this an Eox thing?
I
or?
hope it's an Eox thing or I'm a weirdo.
It is an Eox thing. It is an Eox thing now.
Oh.
And last thing we want is for Dump Truck to feel weird. And at that, we're going to call it for today's session of 20-Sided Night. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Hey you rascals, thank you for watching our video. Click here to subscribe, click here to watch one of our newer videos, and click here if you feel like watching something random. Have a good day.
Maybe start between you and sweet.
Maybe start between you and sweet.